Hello. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming to my channel. Today, we have a very special guest. Who is it? Of course, Elena Danaan. Bye-bye. So I was wondering, you said you go to this Jupiter for NIBIRU. How long does it take for you to get to the Jupiter?
10-12 minutes.
10, 12 minutes. That must be using portal,
Um,
not
no,
technology.
it uses a space-time distortion.
Distortion,
Space-time
distortion. Yeah, yeah.
distortion, yes.
Yeah, distortion. I can kind of imagine. So it's not nothing to do with the vehicle. You can't go. Phew, impossible. So it's
No, it's
distortion.
above the speed of light. Above the
Okay.
speed of
So
light,
this
yeah.
distortion of the space and time.
Around, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Around the ship,
I think
yes.
I can image that. So
Yes.
I'm always curious about this rocket thing. That rockets still going up. These Artemis rockets. This seems to be really out of date.
I
So
know.
are they still really using that? Did that really go around the moon? Because I can't believe it. It's
Well,
so
nobody
stupid.
knows what they did behind the moon, right? But the rockets, it's a cover up, you know. It's a catching up with technologies that exist already that are anti-gravitic. The army already uses the TR3Bs, and the TR3Bs are very close to be disclosed on the list, anti-gravity vehicles that the army had. Very soon you'll hear about it.
Yeah. But the Nazi had this treaty with these reptilians, drug reptilians, and they already had these spaceships, anti-gravity spaceships. And Maria Orsic, she was trying to create a rocket or anti-gravity ships for the civilians to go to other planets or something. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I heard. So what she was trying to create, was it a spaceship or rocket or anti-gravity ship? What was it that she was trying to build?
Maria Ausic is a positive person
Hmm.
who always wanted to bring good to this planet.
Hmm.
And she was in contact with extraterrestrials
Hmm.
who gave her, as a science exchange programs, the blueprint of anti-gravity spaceship. But at the time when it happened, the the Nazis were developing, and they saw that, and they wanted to have her giving the technology. At the start, she said okay. She worked a bit with them until she realized that this was going to be used for negative purpose. So she withdrew from them, and they stopped getting the information. That is why these Honobu ships never were used and developed industrially by the Nazis, thankfully.
Okay. The Hanabu is anti-gravity ship.
Yes.
So in even in 1940s they weren't using rockets. So who
Well,
was
the whole
using
rocket,
rockets?
everybody was using rockets. Well, Werner von Braun, when
Hmm.
he went after the war to the United States in
Hmm.
the Operation Paperclip,
Yeah.
used developed the rocket industry, with created NASA. But the anti-gravity was an experimental. The Fourth Reich Nazi, when they went to Antarctica,
Hmm.
they used Honobu,
Yeah.
but they didn't develop them as an industry, you
No,
know.
no. But they were using it because they beat
Yes,
in Operation High Jump. They
yes,
already used
of
it.
course,
So
of
Nazi
course.
did have these anti-gravity aircrafts in Antarctica. So I know I'm just thinking, who was using rockets when you already have these anti-gravity ships? It just looks so ridiculous to go up.
Yes,
Oh, it
yes,
is.
it is.
Oh,
It
so
is.
it
It
is.
is, but it's prehistoric.
I mean, it might be waste of money, but Elon Musk is sending rockets. People are civilian. I think people have sent rockets. So when you
Yes,
can
yes.
go with all your technology, so it must be so funny for you to watch that.
Yes, absolutely. And it's like, something funny as well. I need to follow Earth regulation and take planes to travel on Earth because I need to respect the customs with the passport and not
I
enter a
see.
country illegally.
Oh, I
I would be in
see.
trouble.
Yeah.
That is why I need to pass by the airports. And that is really annoying because sometimes I'm in a plane, I'm at the window, and I see a scout ship passing.
Oh, you see it sometimes?
I know. Oh, sometimes one day, Thorhan connected to me. I was in a plane, listening to my music, and I was a bit sleeping. And he connected to me with the implant, and he said, "Look by your window. Look by your window." And before I look by the window, I grabbed my phone to put the photo on. And when I looked by the window, I saw the spaceship passing by the plane. And she was with me, and she was talking to me at the same time. What's going on? And I answered to her, and I didn't press the button. And I said to Thoran, "Can you do it again? The metallic
Yeah.
And he said, "No, we can't. If we do it a second time, we are going to get seen by the plane pilots, and there's going to be trouble." So he says, "Sorry, you missed it."
Oh, yeah,
I like to bring evidence.
you can do a surprise for the Japanese audience. Come in the spaceship.
Ah, you never know what can happen.
That would be a big surprise, even bigger than the one in France.
Yes.
Or even the Thorhan shows up.
You never know. Thoran will be connected with me for a Q&A.
But I hope, but he has been on Earth. You said he goes to the bases for the meetings, so he can physically come, but he just doesn't come.
No, because of the Prime Directive, he cannot show himself.
But when you meet, you say you go up. Does he never come down for you to meet you on planet Earth in your house in Ireland? Doesn't he come and have a cup of tea there?
He's been doing that a lot all my life, but now he's doing very rarely because
he did come to your house. He did come to your house.
He used to come, yes, but now that I'm better at more healthy to be beamed up, it's better I come, and I prefer I come.
So you mean when he came, that's when you were already in Ireland, or when you were younger, when you were a child?
When I was younger. When I was living in France, he was coming times to times, teleporting, yes.
Oh, but only you. No, nobody else sees it. He comes when you're alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
One day was nearly seen, but so it was okay.
You should put a secret camera in your room.
Excuse me?
Like a video all the time. You have that kind of surveillance cameras when you have a baby or when you have an old person, and you can put a camera to watch over your babies, or your old mother or something. You can't do that in your house.
I could.
You don't want to see yourself. You don't want to even see yourself teleporting with a flash of light.
The reason why I'm not putting cameras inside of my house is because I am under surveillance of the negative agencies. And if I put cameras in my house, they can spy on me.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm asking some stupid questions.
These are great questions, Miyoko. It helps the audience understand a lot of things.
No, but I was just looking at this fake moon landing of the Apollo 11, because that was fake, and hoax, I mean, the moon landing.
Well,
they did go to the moon.
Yeah, the moon landing really happened, but the images shared with Earth were very carefully cleaned, because there were people out there.
I thought there were reptilians on the moon. No, there were bases already on the moon.
Yes.
And reptilians were there.
A little, but especially Grace. Mostly
So
Grace,
it wasn't safe.
No, not at all.
So, but they didn't want to tell that to the people. And then there was this explosion of Challenger. So why did they do that kind of thing?
I do not know about this incident. I do not know, but I was told that the crew is still alive.
Yes. That's what I thought I was going to show it on my YouTube, but I don't know, you might get banned or deleted. Be careful. I have to be careful. But I just want to tell that, NASA is not reliable.
No, they have been hiding a lot of things from the
Yes,
people.
yes. And I think NASA is also by paperclip, Operation Paperclip.
Yes, yes,
Mm-mm.
yes.
Yeah, the
It was
people,
created by Werner von Braun, so it tells it everything.
yeah, yeah. But people don't get it. Lots of people don't understand that is Operation Paperclip and those kind of things. So I try to tell them about that. And then I want to know about the secret space program of Japan. Do you know anything about that? If there is one?
Oh, I know Japan has a positive space program that
Mhm.
works with the Earth Alliance.
Mhm.
And there are Japanese trained soldiers in
Mhm.
secret
Mhm.
who go to space.
Oh, really?
We're talking about the military programs, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
The Earth Alliance is international people from Earth. There's from all countries. America, Japan, India, France, Germany, a lot of countries.
yeah.
Yes, they do. And
I think so. I believe that. But the problem is that I always say that there's no whistleblower in Japan. You have like Tony Rodriguez, JP, and many people that say they've been to space. Um, but there's none in Japan. Only people say they were on spaceship, but not about secret space program or anything. Anybody could be on
yes,
spaceship, right? It could be a
we were talking
dream or it
about
could be like consciousness.
yeah, consciousness is not thing. The people, the Japanese military who go to space in the positive program will never talk about it because it is still secret. They have vowed to not talk about it until it is officially disclosed. When you look at the secret space program, people who talk about it, it is always the negative programs. You know, those who are part of the Earth Alliance are not allowed yet to close it.
So there's
Yes.
nobody on the light side who's coming out and said that they're physically being on board, as you said.
No,
Even
they
the
would be
soldiers, I
fired.
mean, even the soldiers or the military
Yes.
people,
They
they
would be
don't come
fired.
out. Are they
They
being
would be
fired?
fired.
So,
Oh, yeah, they would be
but
fired.
people
And the
that come out and talking about many things, they're all from the dark side.
people, yes, people who saying they are going to space in military programs
Mhm.
are the people from the dark side because they are groomed to bring a certain narratives.
Oh, I
Um,
see.
it
Oh.
makes sense. It
Mm,
makes
mm, mm,
sense.
mm, mm. That's very bad. I feel sorry for those people. Lots of
I
people
know.
talking about many things and people believe, but they're not lying because they're manipulated and they
Yes.
think they have all
Yes.
these experiences with Galactic Federation and so and so. But they're not liars, but they don't know. They're just manipulated, right?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And it's very sad. You may find really nice and good hearted people. I always tell people that we must not criticize
No.
the people who tell this because
Mhm.
they are victims.
Yes.
We need to criticize the organizations
Yes,
who
yes.
have been using them.
Yes, yes. I agree totally, totally, totally. Because most of the people are really nice-hearted people, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
they don't
Yes.
understand that they're
Yes.
manipulated. And that brings, actually, because I'm doing this work, lots of confusion in
Yes.
this
That's the
movement.
plan.
That's
That's
the
the plan to
plan
bring confusion.
from the dark side.
Yes. Yes, of course.
But, I actually found out that the light side is also causing confusion to confuse the dark side. That's also making lots of confusion, because these days some ladies who was opinion leader in Japan, she's very intelligent woman, but recently she started to attack Trump and tell that Trump is Epstein because of all these confusions, coming out. So it's even difficult for people who were pro-Trump to keep up with all these confusing narratives. The White Hat is also making people confused. Look at the assassination of Trump. That's obviously not true.
Yeah,
I can see
yes.
it's not true.
Well,
What happened?
sometimes there are people who have good heart
Mhm,
and they say they are on the good side. They give good information
mhm,
or good analysis,
mhm.
but they do not have really access to the real information. So
No,
they are bringing confusion.
yeah, they just get confused when all these
Themselves.
confusing, confusing, because the
Yes.
assassination of Trump is obviously it's not true. And also, I don't know, you're not interested in this Earth politics, but Charlie Kirk assassination, I think that was also not true. For me, it's just everything is so laughable. So it's
Yeah,
really confusing for lots of people. Mm?
people need to vet the people who bring information
Mhm,
to see if they have evidence,
mhm,
if they are well grounded. You need to look for evidence and corroborative evidence.
mhm, mhm. But anyway, so all this grand plan of disclosure is going as planned.
Yes,
There's no delay and it's on time and it's
yes,
perfect.
it
Perfect.
is. It is.
But it's good that everything is planned and Thohan is part of it, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it is.
Mm. So that's about it. We have talked enough. And do you have any other message that you wanted to say to the Japanese audience?
I want to say to the Japanese audience to look what is going in the world that empowers humanity, that brings truth about extraterrestrials, and not really get caught into the distractions. They're trying to bring another, excuse me, but fake virus. They're always to focus
Mhm.
on the truth that comes out, and the truth will always be free and available for all. And people need to see the magic and the wonder that is happening on their planet. And I can leave this the audience, the beautiful audience, with my personal reflection. That is, you have two ways of seeing the world. Either it's a horrible, stressful place with a lot of horrors happening, or either you go into nature and you sit in the nature and you look around and it is a beautiful planet. So these are two settings you want to choose, and once you choose, you can decide in what environment you are going to do your work. I personally prefer to meditate with nature and look at this beautiful planet, which is a jewel in the void of space. So we need to think that we are all interconnected with this beautiful planet, with the stars, and with each other as a planetary culture. And it is with each other that we are going to step into the future, sharing the good things, the laughter, the joy, and the good things that life brings.
Yeah, thank you. So Alex Collier said that with the Earth is moving to 5D. I don't know why, but I'm always so positive. I only see bright future. I don't pay
Yes.
attention to this new pandemic, the fourth pandemic, or negative things. So I just believe that we're really winning and we're moving to um, bright future, and we're going to be member of Galactic Federations, and we're going to have all these beautiful technologies. There'll be no fight. People will really love each other and be kind to each other because we have enough, right?
Yes,
We don't need to be survival mode and be competitive with others.
no, competition is a side effect also, not only,
Mm.
but of the survival mode. Yes, so things are going to get better. I know it.
I know it depends on the collective consciousness, but
Yes.
at this moment, when do you think we will have this very positive Earth?
I cannot give dates because it is always fluctuating. It is there. It is already in the time field.
Mhm,
It has happened already in the time
mhm.
field. But when it is fluctuating, we cannot say 2027 or 2028 or 30. For the moment, it's still in process, but we are getting there.
But I think 4th of July, just after your visit to Japan, the Independence Day of America, I think that's going to be one of the very positive days, I think. And
I believe so too.
yeah. So I'm just looking at the bright future, so nothing bothers me. And I think everything's going to be fine for you, me, and for everybody.
Yes, because you Miyoko, I know you a little.
Mhm.
I know that because you are detached from all the lower, distractions, gossips, etc., you see the world with a higher perspective. And when you see the world with a higher perspective, you feel what is going to happen. You feel the change. And I know that with you.
Mm. So thank you very much, Elena. Thank you for coming to my channel. And we're going to have a beautiful conference on 14th of June.
Yes.
And foreigners are also welcome to come because I'm going to try to get foreigners together, the seats together. Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you.